Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel, at Val53 Tarot. She's review as well. Thank you. We'll be starting by pulling your current or overall energy. And then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay. As I'm shuffling, a chunk decides to just kind of slide. The question is, do I take it or do I not? No. No, we won't. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Letting something slide. To let something slide or to not let something slide, Aquarius? Slide. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Ooh, goodness, Aquarius. What is going on with this? Goodness. Jeez. Okay. Interesting. Jumping into this, what you do show me, well, immediately there is this emotional distancing taking place, and I feel like you are walking away from something, but at the same time, I feel like not fully. That being said, you do show me as well that right now, financially independently, as on your own, your finances or your financial security isn't the greatest, and it's making it very difficult to kind of process and work with this. Like, again, the emphasis on the message of to let something slide or to not. I feel like, though, this is fascinating because even though you're showing me right away that there is that emotional distancing taking place, I feel like at the same time there is some sort of cycle here that is wanting to close itself out, but not quite yet, not fully. Not only is that cycle not closing out or being completed, you're ultimately saying that you're not surrendering to this as well. You're not letting this go mentally. You're still wanting to think about it. You're still kind of processing and digesting things. And overall, with this overall situation, you are beginning to kind of have this conflict within yourself about what to do. Which in turn, I gotta say it, Aquarius, there is this kind of sinking into this energy of, I'm not gonna say self-defeat or self-sabotage or anything like that. It's just more so an energy of don't beat yourself up. Do not beat yourself up. Don't do it mentally, don't do it emotionally, and don't do it any way else. Don't do it. You're kind of showing me that there is this, like I said, sinking into this overall energy, and it's slowly beginning to break your heart. Not only that, with this difficulty, even though you are aware of where this is coming from, you're ultimately showing me I kind of have to pick up the pieces and move forward, and also focus on what I need to do. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers and see what we can find. I know it's hard not to, but don't beat yourself up. You show me that exact energy. You're kind of showing me I'm I'm emotionally checked out, but I'm definitely not going to let that slide. Okay, you're not going to let something slide. In fact, it's an energy of you're not necessarily seeing the full big picture. You're not seeing the full picture. I just got to say it. You're not seeing the full picture. It's making it actually very difficult. I'm not too sure what that's about, but the Tower. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, Aquarius, like I said. If you let something slide, what will it do later? That is definitely a decision or a judgment call that you have to use your discernment on. It's judgment, exercising good judgment. What's going to happen, what might happen, what will happen, what could happen. Yeah, there's a lot of consideration here. A lot of consideration. I feel like you are finding out some sort of answer. But you might be choosing to kind of let something go as well, but I feel like it's more so for consideration. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Yeah, so that is interesting, Aquarius. You're showing me, excuse me again, let certain things slide, but not others. Interesting, not others, but letting someone else slide. Usually that's a term to kind of let someone kind of just get by. Like, nah, I won't bring it up. I just heard someone say a bone to pick. Okay. But ultimately what you're showing me is regarding this closure or cycle that wants to complete itself. This is fascinating. You're kind of saying, how do I say this? I actually like having this not be fully 100% completed or done with or finished. And it's actually quite the opposite. That is something you're kind of on board with, which is fascinating. You're like, no, I know things are kind of happening, unfolding, revealing itself, but I'll ride with it. You're showing me I'll ride with it till the wheels fall off. Yeah, it's exactly what you're showing me. Till the wheels fall off. It's like, well, we'll just see where this goes. Okay. You're getting a little bit defensive here, though. Again, it's your mind. Your mind. Your mind's playing tricks on you. Your mind's playing games with you. Shadow games. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's like one minute it seems like you're on board and okay with everything, and the next energy it's like, nah, no, let that slide. Don't let that slide. Let that slide. No, don't let that slide. Geez, it's almost like you're having to kind of consciously tell yourself how to respond or how to react to certain things. That is an energy of control. That is an energy of control. And it's gotten to the point where you're kind of like, I don't even really want to continue with this endeavor. But I kind of feel like it's your mind that may be holding you back from moving forward with it. Yeah, geez. You're like, is it even worth fighting for at this point? Is it even worth fighting for? Ooh. You're fighting yourself over whether or not this endeavor is worth it. Goodness, that's like Aquarius. That's the equivalent of saying you can become your own worst enemy. Ooh. That's why. That is why. That's a big energy. That is a very, very big energy, Aquarius. I get that. You're kind of telling me I can only ride with something for so long, or maybe ride with someone for so long before I have to make that very difficult decision to kind of just cut the cord and walk away. You're showing me that you are so heavily focused on this whole situation, possibly because there are others involved, not just yourself to consider, which you are definitely considering, everyone. At the same time, you're also trying to figure out, like, okay, how do I kind of see the overall bigger picture of all this? Okay. But more so, how do I kind of bring everything back into balance and make everything peaceful? But what's fascinating about this is there is this energy of overall with how everything is taking place. I feel like it is beginning to affect your foundation, possibly your living situation. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, Aquarius, I feel like you are showing me some sort of breakup, split up, or divorce. I feel like you are, because what you're showing me is like it is very heartbreaking. At the same time, there is that split. You're showing me the split energetically. You're like, do I move forward with this or do I not? Do I or don't I? Do I or don't I? Um, doesn't have to be divorce, but it's possible. I feel like at the same time, you just want your business to run smoothly, but you also want that foundation and that stability as well with it. Um, and you're trying to, yeah, you're definitely trying to find the balance here. You're trying to find the balance. I got to show you, Aquarius. That's what's causing the tower. That's what's causing the tower. And ultimately, what you're showing me is, yes, I still get something from this endeavor that I'm a part of and what I do. At the same time, that's that part where it's like, okay, I'll take it, I'll accept it. Yeah, because, things are where they are financially, but you're also showing me like, yeah, yeah. You're working on it. You're working on it. It's in the making. You're trying to figure out what is best for you to do. And that, yeah, that's definitely look at all your tools, all your resources, and figure that out. It's the equivalent of saying it may seem and feel like you have nothing to work with, but you got a lot to work with. You have a lot to work with here. You always have something around you that you can kind of work with to create whatever it is you're wanting to create. This is interesting to see where this one's going to go. That is for sure. Goodbye.